it's Chloe. We are back with another video. As I promised, I am back with Love is Blind, episode 3 and 4 of season 4, you guys, and it only gets messier from here. If y'all thought that the love triangles was a lot, baby, we got people out here willing to risk it all, okay? All the hard work that they put into their relationships, they ready to let's go ahead and throw it away. Kwame. But anyway, y'all, before we get into it, if this is your first time here, do me a favor, sit back, relax, watch the video on through, and if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are one of my members or lovely subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So now it's time for the great reveal of Paul and Micah. Now, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it was cute. It was cute, but it is an awkward energy around them. Something about Paul and Micah has a weird energy about whether or not they really like each other. They say they do, but something's telling me they don't, okay? Marshall tells Jackie, basically, I told Josh that he might as well get his things and go because you mine. Then he tells her that he's in love with her and she is the wind beneath his sail. And then he asks her to marry him. And of course, she said yes. So y'all, we have another proposal in the works, and that is Marshall and Jackie. And we already knew that was going to happen from last episode, right? But y'all, poor Josh, because when Marshall came back in there like, I'm engaged, Josh just looked so sad and defeated. He was cute, but nonetheless sad and defeated. Now Kwame all into Chelsea because he has no choice. He has to settle for Chelsea, right? He goes into the pod to talk to her, and she is just gushing over this man, okay? So it's girl, I get it. You love him, you like him, but let him give you some of that energy, okay? Kwame tells her that one of the things that he love about her is the fact that she reassures him. But I tell y'all, what I tell y'all, okay? But he also did say that he loves the fact that she's confident in herself. I'll take it. Whatever it looks like from him. Now, Kwame was quite romantic because he pulled out his little guitar and they were singing this little song. And what was the song called? The Real Thing. Something like the real thing. And he's singing and whatnot. And it was horrible singing, but it was cute nonetheless. Now, I felt like that would have been the perfect time, the perfect time to go ahead and propose to her. But did he do it at that moment? No. And I was like, I found that very weird because I felt like it was coming. You telling her you want the real thing. You telling her she's the real thing. And then at the end of that, all you had to do was say, will you marry me? And it would have been great. So I guess what could have been a great proposal wasn't. I'm not going to lie. I'm glad that he took his time in proposing instead of immediately proposing to her as soon as, Chelsea got engaged. So at least he's being authentic and real to himself and not just running into Chelsea's arms, even though that is what he's doing. So Zach gave Irina his stuffed animal Ralph that he found in the box when his mother passed away. And I'm like, oh my God, that's a big deal. So she asked, did Bliss get to meet Ralph too? And he was like, yeah. I said, well, I guess it's not a big deal. I thought this was something special and sacred, but you just passing it around to all the women, I guess. And so now Irina's threatening to leave because this is too much. Either you want me or you want her. But the part of this conversation that I don't understand at all is why Zach feels the need to go ahead and tell Irina that Bliss don't like her. I'm sure they know that they don't like each other. But for you to be sitting there like you're the in-between between these ladies was pointless. Because now you're getting Bliss riled up and you're getting Irina riled up for no reason whatsoever. And of course, Irina's sitting there lying, acting like she don't really be doing nothing when God knows she be doing everything in a woman's quarter. So then he goes back and tells Marshall that he don't really know what to do because a part of him knows that Irina plays these little games to win her man. But he's also in love with Bliss' mind. But a part of him just cannot get over the fact that she said that if you like Irina, then that makes me question your judge of character. So he's all in his feelings. And so then he has a date with Bliss in the pods and he just can't hold it in. He brought it up again when he was talking to Bliss inside the daggone pods. I can't believe that you would say something about my character based on who I would like. Get over it. His ego is so hurt and so bruised that he's not willing to look past the fact that Irina is a piece of shit, that her attitude is trash. I don't understand how you could go from someone as pure and nurturing and kind as Bliss, who goes out her way to make you cupcakes and remember your birthday, to someone who sits there and shows you all this fake love, then turn around and say, psych, nah, I really didn't feel like that because I actually forgot your birthday. I don't understand how you don't think that this woman's an a-hole. I'm judging your judge of character. But after that conversation, you can basically tell that Bliss kind of felt like she kind of messed up a little bit by saying it out loud, because you could tell that his whole energy had shifted. So now it's time for the big reveal of Jacqueline and Marshall. Y'all, when Jacqueline and Marshall saw each other and they just came out and they ran to each other, he took this big sigh, like, and they just hugged for a little while or whatever. And then like when he went down and proposed to her, you know, her reaction was everything. Y'all, they're gonna be a fun couple, it seems like, because after he walked her over to the door and he was walking away and she was like, let me see you walk, let me see you walk, and he was like, you know, styling and profiling and all that good stuff. I was here for it. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. They're going to be fun, okay? They give me this youthful, fun energy. I feel like they actually like each other. It's good vibes when it comes to Marshall and Jacqueline for me. Now that Bliss realized that her and Irina's beef is coming in between the relationships with them and Zach, she decides that she's going to go to Irina and clear the air like a grown woman should, okay? She tells her, like, at the end of the day, we just want, you know, we both want for Zach to be happy, whether it's with me or whether it's with you. So can we just, you know, put our beefs to the side and, you know, behave as women? I'm here for it. But we already know Irina's not that type of girl. She's a young, immature child on a show who didn't really come for love but came to be on TV. And y'all know that, okay? Which made me really mad because Bliss goes into the pod to talk to Zach. She apologized to Zach. She sits there and read a poem about what love is to Zach. Then Zach turns around and breaks up with her. I'm sitting here like, you got to be the dumbest person in the whole, you have to be the dumbest person in the pods right now. Like, sir, why would you break up with Bliss of all people? Because she hurt your ego? Because she didn't tell you what you wanted to hear? Oh, child, you're going to regret it. Baby, you're going to regret it. Mark my words. You're going to regret it. Pissed me off so bad, y'all. So bad, because I could not believe she was just sitting there on that floor with her little blanket, looking all sad and whatnot. I just wanted to go through that TV and snatch him up, because, homeboy, you're not even fine. Got the nerve. That's why Bliss looked better than her anyway. And now he got the nerve to be over there. And he got the nerve to be over there crying his heart out. Oh my God, I just can't believe it. Like, they're both just so wonderful. But I just have to pick Irina because I trust her the most. I trust her the most while he over there having this whole heart attack, because I do love Bliss. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't love her enough, because if you did, then you respect her opinion to know that she's dealing with Irina on a day-to-day basis and that she's not a nice person. Child, let me move on because I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad all over again. All over again. Now, Kwame and Chelsea talking through the pods, and he's telling her, like, every day I wear black jeans. I can't find my black jeans today, so I'm wearing these tans, and the tans seem to be fitting right. And I guess sometimes things don't happen the way that you want, but it still happened, and it's still great, you know? So now he decides that he's going to propose to Chelsea. I will say this. I would feel so much better about him and Chelsea if he didn't respond the way he did when Micah broke up with him. I would feel so much better between him and Chelsea if I didn't think that he was just settling for Chelsea because she's so into him. On the other hand, I really feel like they could work because she's so into him. But that's not going to be enough to keep Kwame. Period. Kwame is really only settling in with Chelsea because he has no other choice. So meanwhile, Zach decided he won't go propose to Irina. Bull, bull, tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. And he's singing and he sounds horrible and they both look horrible and they deserve each other at this point. Okay. But it's time for the big reveal of Kwame and Chelsea. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know how I feel about this big reveal, because I'm thinking to myself, like, I wonder if he's going to be attracted to her because she looks older than 30. No shade, okay? And I don't know if he's the black that she thinking he is. You know what I mean? Like, we know Kwame's black, but I don't know what type of black man she was looking to get. So I was real hesitant about them seeing each other. Nonetheless, when they see each other, they run to each other, they kissing, they basically making out and hugging and holding on to each other. It was cute. I really was sitting there like, oh, too bad he settled for you, Chelsea. Just too freaking bad. But she loves him. And he says he loves her. So we gotta take their word for it for now. So Paul and Irina are the last couples for the big reveal. And he says he intentionally didn't tell her anything about himself, but he knows that she's gonna love him no matter what. Ooh, Zach, jokes on you, boy. Jokes on you. But anyway, when they meet, baby, they didn't even really hug. They sat down on a bench, just looked at each other. She was like, "You look like a cartoon," and he was like, "Yeah, you're really pretty." And I'm like, right, sure. And I mean, they was just like, it was so awkward, yo. It was so awkward. Even after he gave her the ring, he whispered in her ear, he was like, "Oh, is it okay if we kiss?" And she was like, "We could just hug for now." I was like, "Woo, child," shut him down, pow, pow. But you wanted her though, sir. Be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. But anyway, you could tell she's not attracted to him. She said that he's not normally her type. But she's willing to give it a chance. She just has to get familiar with the face and the voice. So now it's time to go to Mexico so all the couples can hang out and get to know each other a little bit better, okay? So we have our final couples. The couples are Zach and Irina, Brett and Tiffany, my favorite couple, Micah and Paul, Chelsea, Kwame, Jackie, and Marshall. This is going to be an interesting trip, to say the least, okay? I don't think Micah's really attracted to Paul, and the conversation between them is really, really weird, okay? Paul doesn't really have much of a personality. I feel like every time Micah's talking to him, it's like she's trying to pull things out of him, and he's just like, yeah, I don't think he's feeling her as much either. Like, even when they was in the bathroom and he was unpacking his stuff and, you know, they was getting ready to go to bed, it just seemed like he's just not interested in her. She says that she's still into him, even though he's not her typical type that she's attracted to. The emotional connection is definitely there. So I was like, there we go. She's definitely not attracted to him. And I can tell. And I really feel like she's trying to force this connection because they do have an emotional connection. Even though I really feel like Micah don't really want to be with Paul, okay? You could tell she's trying to hide it, but I see through it. But baby, when I tell you that Chelsea is head over heels for Kwame, she is going so bad. They sitting down on the bed getting comfortable, and she's telling him that he is exactly what she thought he was going to be. But something's telling me that Kwame is just settling for her, and he's just like feeding into all the attention that she's giving him. It's like he's just soaking in all the compliments, okay? He says nice things every now and then and again, but it's mainly her just reassuring him just how their relationship has been so far. And I think that a lot of his overjoyment that y'all getting from Kwame is lust. Kwame's in lust with her and definitely ready to go ahead and, you know, go to Pound Town. Even when they was in the bed, she was like, you was just like, I'm even more excited to go to Mexico now. And yeah, it's lust. Like, he's just happy that she's attractive enough to actually be with. But I will say that I think Kwame actually does care about her feelings. When she was getting ready to get into the bed and she pulled out her baby blanket that she still holds on to, and she was like, I think I probably should retire. He was like, just hold on to it until you're ready to let it go. And I'm just like, you got a whole man right there, girl. Get rid of that little blanket. But then again, keep that blanket to the side, because you might need it later. You might need it later. Messing around with Kwame, Mr. I'm ready to risk it all. So Jackie and Marshall are settling in, and we found out that Marshall isn't the normal type that Jackie would go for. Jackie said that she like her man, you know, 6'5" and tatted up on the face and everything. I said, oh, you like gangster. You like him real gangster and whatnot, okay? But she said that their connection is deeper than physical. But he's definitely into her, and he's just like, oh my God, you are definitely the type of girl that I will go for out in the streets and everything like that. Then he asked her, like, do you want to wait to have sex till after the altar? And she was like, no. Why would I want to wait to have sex till after the altar? Like, what are you talking about? Would you buy a car without sex driving? And I was like, I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. Like, Marshall, why did you even bring that up? Like, what world is you living in? But I just love the way Jackie was like, why would you even ask that? Absolutely not. I think that was so hilarious to me. But anyway, so Irina and Zach are like settling in, but they're having dinner outside, and they have these little ball thingies hanging over them. And I was like, whoo, child, please don't let one of them things fall, because the wind was blowing and blowing and blowing. And the whole time, Irina's low-key assaulting Zach a little bit. But then they start talking about these weird names that they have for their kids, like Goliath and stuff like that. I'm like, child, now y'all know y'all not about to get married and have no kids. Why is y'all wasting my time with this foolishness? He had the nerve to tell her that she looked like Megan Fox. And I said, where? I'm sitting here just trying to figure this whole thing out because now you doing too much. Because Zach, you trying too hard. Because she don't look nothing like no daggone Megan Fox. I'm going to need you to cut it out. Stop it. Okay? But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Zach is kind of creepy. Y'all don't think that he's creepy? Like the way he be staring, and he does this weird thing where he keep blowing these kisses at her, and I'm like, stop doing that. You're a strange man. I'm glad Bliss dodged that bullet, because he's strange. So Tiffany and Brett, my favorite couple, outside eating, and baby, a whole raccoon came by, and she jumped up so fast because she got a man to protect her now. Okay, so he gonna protect her for the raccoons. I'm like, ooh, child, don't play with them raccoons. They give you rabies and scabies or something like that, child. You don't need that. Just sitting down, and they just like so perfect, y'all. Like they just say all the right things. I can't wait to see them have an argument and resolve it, because right now it's just too good to be true. Like the way like he's just telling her how, you know, she's perfect for him and he's perfect for me, and it's just a whole freaking vibe. Okay, he even bought her a cute little baby suit to get into the pool with and whatnot. And then, you know, they were sitting there making out or whatever, and she's on top of him. And I didn't realize that she was as thick as she is, because homegirl was super thick. I will say, watching them, I was like, they might have some good sex. You know what? Let me mind my business. Okay? They're the only couple that's going to actually make it. I pray and I hope, but I don't have no hope for nobody else. So when I see them, I just take the love for what it is, okay? Because God knows that the rest of these people is going to drive me up a freaking wall. It was the next day in Mexico. Everybody done spent the night together and whatnot. We find out that Chelsea and Kwame done did it, and he exceeded all her expectations and whatnot. And I said, now she gonna be out here just hypnotized by Kwame. Poor thing, okay? So now Paul is ready to be honest with us and tell us that Micah isn't really his type. She's not the type of girl that he normally goes for. And I was like, I knew it. I told y'all it was an awkward energy around them. It's kind of like they was forcing this thing to be this thing because they know that they had this emotional connection. But like I told you, they really didn't have an emotional connection. She didn't want him to be with Amber, and he didn't want her to be with Kwame. That's all it was. They didn't really want each other. They just didn't want anybody else to have them. And now look at them with someone they don't want to be with, all because they wanted to play a game. Now look at you, both of you looking stupid. So Marshall and Jackie go out to eat, and she's sitting down. She's telling him that she's worried that, you know, she might push him away. She's worried that she might mess up and when she gets back home, revert to her old self. And he said, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I don't know what you think this is, but I've been that man that ran before, and I'm not going to run this time. You are stuck with me. Like you always tell me, give yourself some grace. I said, oh my God, it's so cute. It's so cute, okay? But when they went back to the hotel, she was having this mental breakdown, okay? She was just like crying. And she's like, you know, like just thinking about work and thinking about home and thinking about the stresses and how she carries so much on her back and everything like that. And I'm just sitting here like, what's going on at home that she's really like this intense about? She's like, I just don't want to go back. I'm like, girl, quit your job like I did. It's less stressful. You got you a man now. Let him take care of you. He said he gonna take care of you. But I just wonder what her life is like and what she keeps talking about reverting back to, or flipping the switch, or is he going to be able to deal with her and the family? Like, I feels like it's a lot more to Jackie that we not getting, but I think that he knows what it is, and whatever it is, he's comfortable enough to understand that he's going to have to deal with it or work through it with her. So I really love the fact that he was there for her, and he just like went in the bathroom and held her. Even when she closed the door, he just sat there on the floor like, you got me. You don't have to go back alone. I'm going to be there with you. And I was just like, it's so cute. It really was. Like, it was an emotional scene. I was a little confused, just a little bit, but nonetheless, it still touched my heart. So Kwame and Chelsea are out, and they're talking about, you know, their relationship. And I guess what they're worried about, I'm assuming it's because they're biracial couple. So, you know, dealing with her family, his family, the world, all these things that come into place. He's also worried about when he see Micah, because he did have this real intense relationship with her. He did have all these strong feelings for her, and he wants to know if it's going to be okay for her to go ahead, for him to talk to her. And, you know, of course, Chelsea is like, sure, if that's what you feel like you need to do, it's only right that you have the opportunity. You could just tell that some concern set in Chelsea's face, because Chelsea said, I really just hope that this isn't too good to be true. Like, just let it be good and let it be true. And I was just like, I feel bad for you, girl, because Kwame is going to lose his SHIT when he sees Micah. It's unfortunate, but that's how Love is Blind goes. Whenever someone is with somebody and they end up getting shot down by them, when they see them, that person for some reason always wants to like let them know somehow, some way that they made the wrong choice. Ruining relationships left and right. Just left and right, child. So let's go ahead and get into some mess. So now, y'all, all the couples finally get to meet up, and this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for, because I already knew that it was about to get messy. When Micah and saw Kwame, he was just like, she was what I imagined she would be. Even though I know we would have connected regardless, because the emotional connection is just so strong that her presence would have been encapsulating. I said encapsulating. Child, you ain't say that about your fiance over there. You ain't say she was encapsulating at all, okay? He's out there like, I'm attracted to her. I mean, I just am. I'm sorry, but I just am. Whatever, Kwame, calm down, relax, okay? Let the blood flow, let it flow. But you know, Chelsea couldn't wait to tell the ladies that she was getting her back blown out, okay? And she's loving it, okay? And you know, here go Micah. I kind of figured that. I'm not surprised. Hater! You mad because you ain't getting none of that black mandingo D? Oh, okay. Oh, Chelsea funny because she had to put it out there. Let her know, like, I'm getting stuff from my bed. I hope you get stuff from yours, okay? But nonetheless, nobody seemed to be having sex except for Kwame and Chelsea. So Micah goes to Kwame. They hug each other. They're talking. And she's like, you look exactly like what I thought you would look like. Like, it just fits. She lets him know, like, I'm still here for you if you ever want to talk. I feel like the conversation was too much. Okay? If this was supposed to be the closure conversation, I felt like it was definitely real passive aggressive. And she was definitely throwing herself at him. Because, like, I don't understand what's the, if you need to talk to me, you can always reach out. Like, you know, I still love you. I still care for you. I'm still here for you. Like, all of that's unnecessary. He got a whole fiance and you got a whole fiance. You don't need each other. What y'all had is over and done. You made a decision. He made a decision. Why are you being passive aggressive, basically hitting on this man, and he's in a relationship, and so are you? Paul, for some reason, got his eyes on Irene, but not really, more so on her breast because of her bathing suit or whatnot. And I guess Zach picked up on some of that energy because he tried to go over there and hug Irina, and Irina was like, she dodged that man so fast, y'all was cracking up. I'm like, he just don't get it. She don't like you, bro. She don't like you. So now freaking Frat done grouped up, okay? That's Irina and Micah. And Irina is telling Micah that she's not attracted to Zach and all this other stuff. And she just gets the ilks when he touches her. And Micah's like, oh my God, I really can't relate. Even though Paul isn't really my type. And she's like, oh my God, he's so handsome. He's like hot. And I'm just like, so you just gonna be like, you know, trying to push up on her man? To her? And the crazy part is, right after they had this conversation, she's literally on a little floaty thing, flirting with daggone Paul. And I ain't gonna lie, because Paul was flirting back. And I'm sitting here like, what is happening? And I don't even think Micah can. You want to know why? Because she's focused on Kwame. It's just all a mess. It's like, y'all could have just stuck with the people y'all had. We wouldn't even be doing this. So Kwame's talking to Brett, and he's telling him how, like, he still has this crazy connection with Micah. Like, hugging her just made him feel some type of way. And, like, he's just not over it. He's just not over it. Now, I think Chelsea overheard him, because Chelsea was like, Kwame, you done with your conversation? Can you bring me some guac and chips? Because, like, he was loud as hell. He was, like, super loud. Like, you could not hear him. I'm sure she heard him. It was, like, right there. Okay, so then Creative Face over there want to be funny and tell Kwame, can you get us some shots of tequila? And he was like, how about you get your own shots? No, absolutely not. And I'm sitting here like, okay, so where's this going? Because what was the purpose of you asking him to get you some shots when his fiance just asked him to get something? So what you trying to do is be funny. That's how I felt. I felt like she was trying to be funny. And this is why I can't be in situations like this, because this is when I went over there and we would have been fighting. Because I don't think I'm mature enough to handle the situation properly. Because what did you ask him to get you something for? Ask your own husband. Ask your own fiance. He's standing right there. Child, I'm hot. So mad because they getting on my nerves. They getting on my everlasting nerve, okay? Then daggone Micah got the nerve to get the shot and go hug up on Kwame and was like, oh, come on, let's just take a shot. Let's take a shot. She gets in the pool like, let's take a shot to failed proposal. I said, oh, see now this is when it would have got real ghetto. Baby, it would have got real ghetto. Kwame was like, and he walked off. And then here go freaking Crater Face. I just don't like people who are like so mean. Like he's being mean. I don't understand why he's being mean. You don't understand why he's being mean? What are you talking about? Both of y'all shut up. Both of y'all shut up immediately. You both sound stupid and you look stupid. Kwame was like, can I talk to you for a minute, to Micah? And so they come over there. He was like, I don't appreciate that. Like, I felt like we was good friends. Like, we had a good connection, this, that, and the other. And I don't like this. I don't like that. And she's like, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. And then next thing you know, he's staring at her. She's feeling on his arms. He's holding on to her hand. She's leaning onto his neck. I'm sitting here like, so what's going on with this? Baby, you got daggone Chelsea over there like, I should go break it up. I said, girl, break it up. I would have walked over there kind of like, this what we doing now? You want her now? You want to be with Micah? Because ain't no way I was going to be sitting there the whole time watching this all unfold. And I'm thinking, where the heck is Paul? Paul, you don't see your girl over here filling up on Kwame? You don't see this happening? Baby, it's a hot mess. Daggone Kwame was ready to risk it all right then and there. Period. Child, it's a mess. It's a whole mess. And that's episodes 3 and 4, y'all. 3 and 4. I'll be back with episode 5 soon. Don't forget to make sure to like the video, comment down below, leave me some comments, y'all, because it's getting good. It's getting good, okay? And subscribe to the channel so you will be here for all the reviews, okay? And some of the lives, I guess. With all that being said, y'all, I gotta go. Peace.